Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye. I'm here with another topic, another interesting episode of Proph Ryan's day in the life of Proph Ryan. Simple as that, you get me? And you know me, man, I always come with updates, whether it's about the system, whether it's about the government, whether it's about the matrix system, whether it's about any little thing that I can see I'm going to make a video about to talk about, whether I need to expose something, it's going to be done, people. You get me? It's going to be done. There's literally no two ways about it, man. You get me? So we're going to get into this, people. Now, if you guys go back and watch my videos that I've been making for the past almost 2 years now, you will see that I've literally documented from the start of my journey to where I am now. So, like I said, in life we go through a lot of rough times, we go through a lot of rough patches, man. And I'll be honest with you, people, God has a plan for everything. God has a plan for everyone. There's a lot of things that we cannot help, because you'll be surprised to know even the council, even the agencies, even the landlords are working with the matrix system. And it goes back to, like I said, the names and the date of births. So I was homeless 2 times, people. I said it before in other videos. You lot go back and watch my videos, man, from the start. You'll see from when I wasn't confident to I'm slowly getting confident. In before, I couldn't make a video. I used to look at the time and say, shit, 2 minutes in, what am I going to say now? Not knowing that once you get used to things, and it just naturally flows, you know what I mean? It just naturally flows, people. So I was homeless 2 times, people. Like I said, I was in an 8 years relationship with my partner. I had to leave, man. Like I said, God will take all of these people out of your life just so you can live in your purpose, people. Like I said, there's people out here that is blocking your blessings. You have agents in your family. You have agents come as women, and they're here to block your blessings, to steal your destiny, to steal your blessings. So you have nothing, drain you of your energy. You get me? You have to, like things before, like when a woman is telling me, oh, sex, me not using my mind, knowing that I was killing myself, she was draining the energy, she was stealing all my power, people. So you live and you learn. You have to go through things to live and you learn. Now, this is the reason why I love the homeless people so much. And in these last days, you'll see, as time gets by and my life betters up, the whole aim of the whole thing is to try and help everyone in the world, and help especially the homeless people, man. Because you wouldn't believe it, people. These people are trying to make us homeless, trying to make me homeless again for the 3rd time. For the 3rd fucking time, people. Now, let me tell you something, man. I was homeless the 1st time, and I was living in, this lady that's on a journey. She helped me to stay in her sister's house. God be the glory for that. I stayed there for 5 months, and I'm telling you the truth, people. This lady done so much things to try and get money out of me, and I didn't pay her a penny, and there was nothing she could do about it. And that's because God is in charge. I realize, and I know God is in charge of everything. God is the almighty of everything. If God says this man is not going to die, you best believe that this man is not going to die. And anyone that tries to get in the way of me doing the will of God and doing what I need to do for God, God will kill them instantly. How dare you? God's going to take you out. He's going to wipe you off the face of the planet. You get me? You're a distraction. God don't like people distracting his prophet. You get me? I was homeless, people. I left my ex-partner's house, went to my mum's house, not knowing the same shit was going on there. And also a lot of people against me now. But like I said, me and Mumsy is good. You get me? We all serve different type of gods. We all do things different in life. But at the same time, God will teach you. And God will elevate you. And like I said, my mum respects me now, because I notice it. When everyone, even you'll be surprised even though your mum's taking energy from you. You get me? So anyways, yeah, I was homeless, and I was living in that lady's house for about a good 5 months, people. And that was a help. God did that for me. Then the council, Southwark Council, and the lady's name, Jacqueline, she was just acting like she was helping me. And guess what? Behind closed doors, she wasn't doing shit, all, people. You get me? And they gave me emergency accommodation. I was living in Southall. Southall, people. I was living in Southall. Far from everyone, far. And I was there for about I think 4 months. I was there for 4 months at a nice little studio place. It was nice, man. It was nice. You get me? And then the council, they said that they can't do anything more. They can't extend it because it's emergency accommodation. But I'm a UK citizen. I was working hard for years, paying tax for years. And these people, they made me homeless. I was sleeping in the back of my friend's van. I was sleeping in the back of my friend's van for 3 months, people. In the summer. You can imagine how horrible that feels. Sweaty. It feels dirty. You're sleeping there, you're sweating in there. And then you have to get up. Back pains, leg pains, shoulder pains. I went to the council. They couldn't do shit all for me. I called up the street link, and I was still struggling with the street link. And I've heard stories saying that when they call the street link, they come to them instantly. You get me? God be the glory that led me to Smartlets. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. There was a reason why I was led to Smartlets, because God sent me towards Smartlets, and they showed me what these people were doing. And you wouldn't believe it, people. After they've given me a 2 years contract, not a 1 year contract within, I can have a break in between, but it's a 2 years contract. They send us a message to our phone. A message to our phone, people. I've got the message right here. But anyways, they send us a message to our phone and an email. And you wouldn't believe what they're saying. They're saying that the property has been bought, and that we have to try and evacuate the property. What type of nonsense is that? And let me tell you something. Before I get into that, people. When I went, at first I was thinking, you know what? It was past Bromley. It was in Seven Oaks. I was thinking to myself, this is a bit too far. So the text message with the viewing kept on coming up on my phone. It kept on coming up on my phone. So one day I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go and view this property. I'm gonna go and view this property, man, because I'm desperate now, man. I can't sleep in the van no more, man. You get me? This can't be life. You get me? But at the same time, I had God. And then I got all these people looking for me to kill me. And God's always protecting me. God is always protecting me. God is my protection, my protector, my shield, and my rock, cuz. You get me? So I went to view a property in Crown Point. Little room, and the man was moving a bit funny, and it was a black man as well. And he was just moving a bit funny. I just knew he wasn't going to give it to me. And I started to think like that with a lot of them, because I was going to so much viewings, people. So much viewings. I had everything in place. I had a charity called Beam helping me. And let me tell you something. They didn't want to give me. I was applying. They didn't want to give me nothing. For 3 whole months, almost every single day, I was almost losing faith. Not knowing that faith moves mountains, people. God will make you go through things. God will sit your ass down. God will sit your ass down so you don't make money for a month or 2. Just so you learn to understand that money is the root of all evil. And when you do get money, don't be stupid like the rest of these people in the world that are doing evil things with the money. You see a lot of people out there killing themselves for money. And you think that they literally want the money to build assets, and that they do. But a lot of them actually killing themselves to actually make money so they can do evil things to people. Whether it's witchcraft, OBR, voodoo, you name it. You name it. So people, like I said, everything happened for a reason. I went to view this property in Seven Oaks. And when I got there, I was the only one there. But this viewing was coming up almost every single day for like a month and a half. And when I went there, I went to go and view it, and it was a tiny room. It was so tiny. It's so tiny. The room was so tiny. My room and the next because you shared accommodation, and the next tenant room in number 1. We're the only room that is not a studio room, that doesn't have a shower or a bathroom, a toilet inside the room. But they still charge us. Before I get into that anyways, and when I move out that property, I'm going to make sure, do a documentary video. I'm going to video the room, and I'm going to show you the room. I'm going to show you how much these people are charging me, yeah? Okay, cool. So here what now? So, I feel the room, obviously. I just think, you know what, I need something to lay down my head now, man. I need to be comfortable. I need to be cooking food. People, I was having 1 meal a day. I was having 1 meal a day, people. I was going the whole day without eating, and I was drinking. I had my drinks, my fizzies and my apple juices and my waters and stuff like that stacked up inside the van. But I was only having 1 meal a day, people. I didn't have money coming in like that. I couldn't cook no hot meals or no hot food. I was eating, and it'll be every night around 8 or 9 o'clock where I know that I'm not going to be hungry throughout the night, and I could just lay my head down and sleep after that meal. I was spending £3 a night eating 4 wings and chips. 4 wings and chips, people, for £3 in a shop in the Old Kent Road. And the way I've gone in there so much, people, these people knew that there's something not right. To where sometimes I went into the shop, God bless the man, he would give me free food. He probably thought I was just coming in there and this guy is just fully not. But he knew. He looked at my face, and I saw his smile, and I know that this man's a good man. Slushy, food. Sometimes he would just put the food in the bag, look at me, smile, and I'll just head out without paying. That's a blessing in itself from the Most High God. And there'll be little one-off times where I treat myself to like a little grilled chicken and chips. Once in a while, I can have myself a Chinese. I couldn't afford to get these £10 meals. And even though I have a home now, I still can't get those things, because discipline is everything. So I viewed the property. 700 quid it was advertising for, people. 700 quid. Went down there. It was a small little box room. I said, yeah, I'll take it. Within less than an hour, Smartlets Estates called me. Smartlets Estates called me. They said, hello, Ryan. I saw that you're interested in the room. If you come down now, we can sort all these documents out. You can move in instantly. I was like, wow. Amazing. Amazing. It's far, but guess what? Who cares? My last property was far. Each time I moved away, it was an hour from my original hometown in Camberwell. So I went. I told him that I can't make it in. It's a bit short notice. You get me? It's far. But anyways, God be the glory. I travelled up there. I got someone to give me a lift, and I travelled up there. And when I got there, I spoke to a lady called Libby. Yeah, I spoke to this lady called Libby, and was going through certain things, the documents and that. I went there. I didn't have my passport at the time, but I had my driver's license, bank card, and letters from HMRC, so you know that I'm legit. And let me tell you something, people. I've never seen people out of everyone so happy to try and move me into that room straight away. They was killing themselves to get me into that room straight away. But it all makes sense now. Because when I speak to a few of my flatmates now, they told me that a lot of people came and viewed the property and they said no. And I was thinking to myself, why are they saying no? This is why I'm going to get into it now, people. Smartlets are frauds. The Smartlets Estates Agency up in, I think it's in North London there, N16 or something like that. Where you have all like the Jewish people and stuff like that. Because, yeah, there was Jewish. There was Jewish people. You get me? Lovely people. But they were frauds. And if I was a man that was in a position to pay the rent myself, people wouldn't believe to know that I'll be paying £900 a month for a small, tiny room. Bearing in mind, it's not even nowhere near like Brixton Station, Clapham Station. I've been on sparerooms.com, and I see shared accommodations around major areas that is in the main part of London, going for 550, 650. My budget was 550, maximum 600. Now I was in a Smartlet office with these people, and then they were just excited. I filled out a form. There was other people there filling out forms. Pardon me, sorry. They got me in. They was talking. They said they want to go onto my universal credit account. People, this is fraud at its best. They went on there. They said, "Don't worry, you don't have to do anything." They went onto my universal credit account, and then they basically started doing all the work, messaging them, changing stuff. You get me? They said I'm entitled to more money, which I'm grateful for, because they're the reasons why I'm in that bloody room. You get me? But these Smartlets people, they thought that they was frauding me, because if anything happened and then I had to get a job 2 months down the line, 3 months down the line, I would have to pay that money myself. I would have to kill out myself to pay £900 a month for that shitty small little room. You can't even stretch your legs in there. A prison cell is bigger than a room. Now the room was advertising for £700. And then it went up. Then when the lady said, it's not all bills inclusive. This one I know that they're trying to make an extra £250 for themselves. We call it a drink. They're trying to make a drink off you. From £700, which sounds about almost right, to £900. Everyone in the property was having a discussion. Even up to yesterday, everyone in the property was having a discussion about how Smartlets agencies are fraud. They're making over £5,000 for the 6 bedrooms they have in that property. It's one big massive house. I'm paying the same amount of money that people that have double rooms, shower and toilet in are paying. They're all paying £900 to £1,000. If you have 6 members living in that property, how can it not be £700 but not all bills be included? That's a rip-off. So basically you're telling me it's going for £700, right? It's advertising £700, and then it boosts up to an extra almost £200. If I can be honest with you, it's about £870. It was £870, £880 something, which is, to me, that's £900. I don't care. I'm rounding that shit up. So you're telling me it's an extra £200 for the bills, which includes water, council tax, and all of these things. But whoever's living in number 1 is also not bills inclusive. Whoever's living in number 2 is also not bills inclusive, which means they're making an extra over almost £2,000, and that's probably going to them. That don't probably include the landlord's money. This is fraud. From once they go into my universal credit and start changing shit around without me not even understanding things, but just because they want to get me into that small room, because nobody doesn't want to take it, because people know that is a fraud already in itself, paying £100 for that room. The whole household know what's going on with Smartlets. Even God said, make a video about this. They are being judged. They are being judged. And now they're trying to do everybody wrong now. Because they're sending everyone emails and text messages saying that we need to find somewhere, evacuate the building. But bearing in mind, we signed a contract with these people. Which means that these people have to rehouse us because we have a contract plan. We shouldn't have to be looking for anywhere ourselves. Then we are being in charge of somebody called Wakas, who is also, he's working with, I think, J Housing. So they've sold the property to J Housing, knowing that the tenants have agreements. That's not how it works, people. That's fraud. Now, all the housemates are in stress and alarm. Look at this. Where is it? 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 Where is it, people? And then the way they're so greedy about money, people. They're saying, keep the rent being paid as usual and do not tell the universal credit anything. Why? Why shouldn't we advise the universal credit that we're moving? Why shouldn't we tell our caseworkers that we're being forced out of the property that we signed an agreement and contract for? All of these things is what these people do. And I told you, look, some of us was made to suffer in this matrix system, people. They have our names and they have our date of birth. They know who we are. The same way how these people want to make you homeless, live on the street, because they know who to bless and they know who not to bless. And this is why it says, who God bless, no man curse. Whether I've been homeless twice and they're going to make me homeless again, God blesses my life. My life has an anointing over there. No one can curse it. I have to go through the struggle if that's what it is, people. Yeah? But look at this. Where is it? Where is the text message? I need to show you like what these people are doing, these agencies are doing, man. Trust me. Smartlets. That's where they're based in 105 Ede Road, OCC building, Block J, ground floor, Unit 1, London, N4 T1TJ. That's where they're based. That's where I went to. I went to N4, people. Yeah? Let's find this shit. Let's find this shit. You know me, I'm a type of man, you know Proph Rye always has his receipts. That's how it goes out here. You get me? You have to have your receipts for bare things because you know people they like to use things against you, people, man. No joke out here, man. You get me? They like to use... I'm trying to find it, but... yeah. Meantime, I'm scrolling through. I'm going to talk to you lot same way and let you lot know what's going on. But like I said, people, it's up to them. It's up to them to actually... yeah, it's up to them to rehouse us. Because, let me tell you something. They're so interested in just making sure that the money is being paid still. But at the end of the day, none of us, we're all being left confused. We're all being left back in square one. You get me? You see, look at this. Look, J Housing. Many people, I hold it there so people can actually see that I've actually got a message from them and that if you pause it, you should be able to read at least some of it. You get me? But I'm going to read some of it here now. Look what it says. J Housing Ltd. Their tenants. Bearing in mind, J Housing is the landlord. Yeah, the new landlord that bought the property. Why is Smartlets landlord? Yeah, why is Smartlets letting people buy a property knowing that we all have a contract with them? They're meant to wait until the last person's tenants runs out before they can do anything like this. A deal is a deal. People should be treated respectfully and treated how they should want to be treated. No one is going to move out of this property until they give us somewhere. But listen, he goes, dear tenants, we hope that this message finds you well as your landlords. J Housing is not my landlord. Smartlets are. Dead. Fucking hell. Anyways, we appreciate the opportunity you've had you as tenants in our property. We understand that finding a new home and moving can be a challenging task. With that in mind, we want to express our support for your transition for a new place. We understand that circumstances change and we want to ensure your move is as smooth as possible. Therefore, we want to offer you assistance in helping you to find a new home, whether it's providing you with a reference, connecting you with local real estate contacts, or any other form of support you may require. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us. In addition to this, we are willing to support you with the deposit for your new home. We understand that moving expenses can add up, and we want to, evaluate some of that financial burden furthermore. If you need any help in the physical moving process, such as securing a moving truck or any other assistance, we are here to help. Our goal is to make this transition as stress-free as possible for you. Please know that we are open to discussions, any specific needs or concerns you may have during this time. We appreciate your cooperation in keeping the property well maintained, and we want to extend our help to you to move forward with the next stage of your housing journey. Thank you for your time, and we'll be looking forward to supporting you through the process. Best regards. This is from Wakas. Now, let me tell you something. I spoke to Wakas a few times. He's a good guy. He's all right. He's like a brother. You get me? It's not really his fault. It's not really his fault. It's the people that are above him. But let me tell you something. They have to give me a fucking roof over my head. I'm not going around the place searching for and wasting my time like I've been doing for the past almost 2 years. And this is why I make videos like this, to let people know about companies like J Housings, companies like Smartlets Estates, that think they could just take the piss out of tenants after giving them a contract, whether the contract is for a year, whether the contract is for 2 years. And let me tell you something, Smartlets don't even call us and update us with anything. They've left us to bite the dust. So when I called them now and I said, hold on a minute, but we've got a contract with you guys, what are we going to do now? We've got your phone number. We're going to be sending you text messages of viewings. People, I'm not going to no more viewings. My days of viewings is done. From when I moved from here, I need to be put into a council flat. I've been going almost 2 years with the council's fucking me over, bro. Just because I'm on the right path of righteousness. Just because in the system, I'm a sacrifice to them. Because of that stupid birth certificate, which don't exist. I'm a free sovereign. Now listen to this. I went to a viewing. I'm gonna try and find the next one. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. What they're doing to people. So people, I went to a viewing, right? I went to a viewing, and guess what happened? You wouldn't believe it, people. I went to the viewing, and when I got there, it was in Forest Hill. When I got there, people, it started off with 6 people. And then I saw another 2 people coming from around the corner. Then I saw another 5 people coming from around that corner. And by the time you know it, people, there was 20 people waiting outside of this one address. And when you looked in there, it was so horrible. It was so horrible, people. £1,045 for that studio flat. And let me tell you something, people. That was no fucking studio flat. They're robbing people now. Now we know studio flats back in the days was a small little bungalow property. A small little bungalow property that has a kitchen, a bedroom in one. Do you know what these people are doing? These people are turning a double-sized bedroom, into a studio flat, which is not a studio flat, it's a studio room, which can't be expensive. It still has to be £700. Whether you choose to put a shower in the room and a toilet in the fucking room, that is still meant to be fucking £700 to £600. These people are ripping off tenants and ripping off people. I saw it. At least the studio flat that I was living in Shadwell, in UB5 in Shadwell, was proper. And I think that was about £800. But that was nice. That was nice. And even that is a rip-off. Because what these landlords are doing now, people, they're buying all the properties from the council. They're buying out all the properties from the council, yeah? And then what they're doing, When the room has like 4 to 5 rooms, they'll knock out the front room, turn the front room into a room. They'll knock out the bathroom areas and turn that into a room. Turn the kitchen, knock the big kitchen out, turn that into a little small kitchen area, and turn that area into a big room. Eventually, these people will notice that they can get 6 rooms out of this one building. Then what they're doing, people, they're putting a shit shower in there. It's so small, you can't even stand in there and twist properly in the shower. And in that same room, they're putting a toilet in there. But there's no fucking kitchen. A studio flat cannot be a studio flat without a kitchen in the room at least. People, there's no kitchen. Everyone is sharing a kitchen. People are stealing each other's cutleries. People are going into people's cupboards, stealing each other's foods. How can it be a studio flat when a studio flat is actually a flat, a 1-bedroom studio flat? That's what a studio flat is meant to be. But these people, they're thinking smart. The landlords are thinking smart. They're robbing the people. They're robbing the tenants now. They're starting to use their brains against the people. And they know that everything is expensive these days. Pardon me. True word. They know everything's expensive these days. People are doing the silliest things out there for money these days now. 6-bedroom flat is a 6-bedroom house. They've turned every single room except for 2 tiny toilet rooms and called it a studio flat. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Six bedrooms, and they've turned it into a studio flats and put numbers on the front of the room doors to make it look like it's actually a flat. How can it be a flat? It's a fucking house with rooms. I'm renting a room. I'm not renting a studio flat. A studio flat is me in there by myself. No one else is living in there. There's no other tenants living in there. You get me, people? So you lot can see what's going on. Smartlets are taking a piss. Let me see if I can. Where is this thing, man? What's this? Please find. What is this? I just want you lot to see for yourself what's really going on and how I always go through things, man. And these people think that God is not watching them because what these people are serving and what their portion is greed. They don't care about the tenants. They don't care about people. They don't care about no one. It's all greed, people. I'm trying to find this. You know, what you see me, yeah, I like to have my receipts, innit? Because I want people to actually see for themselves and know what Proph Rye goes through on a day-to-day basis, because a lot of people in London and England is going through this situation now. The government don't care about no one, fam. This is why I keep telling people we need to come together. And we need to speak up and do what we can for the world. The world is fucking changing, fam. The world is changing, people. The world is getting evil and evil every day. You get me? Yeah, man, the world is getting evil and evil every day, people. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to find, like I said, I like to have my receipts there. What I should have done really and truly is, I should have had it prepared before I even started the video. Yeah. Yeah, I should have started, yeah. It's always good to have everything put together, but because I'm on the road and I'm sorting out a few things, As usual, you know, Prophet Rye stays busy, especially with these stressful times. You get me? You can't get away from these stress and what's going on right now. Yeah, so yeah, man. I just want everyone to know, man. You have to be careful of Smartlets estates, man. You get me? I'm going to tell you about the second viewing that I went to. People, where is this thing? So, meantime, I'm looking for this thing. I'm just going to talk to you guys same way so I don't have everyone just looking at the screen thinking, what the hell is Prophet Ryan doing, taking breaks like this and we're listening, keeping us waiting. So, yeah. Yeah, people. So, like I said, imagine now, people. I went to a second viewing now. And this one I said, and this is when I told myself, I said, nah, I'm not attending another one. They can fuck themselves. You get me? I'm not moving out of this fucking shit. They got to give me somewhere. You get me? Playing in that side. I was pissed. I went to a viewing, people. Let me not lie to you. This viewing that I went to, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's not studio flats again. And they're charging, what's the price? 800 quid. Yeah, 800 and something quid they're charging. Let me just double check that. Cause I like to be on point, you know. You get me? Where is it? Where's this shit? There we go. So they're charging £875. See, I told you guys. You might as well round it up and say that's £900. Yeah? So that's what they're charging people. That's what they're charging, yeah? And imagine now, I went there, I'm not going to lie to you, everything's refurbished, it's nice. I'm telling myself, yeah, I want one of these. Now, tell me if this is not true, people. I went there, people, and there was about almost 50 people outside to where even a man walked past and said, what's going on there, mate? It's fucking rave. This is a rave. There's a rave going on there. I was standing there and it was so uncomfortable to just know that they've got almost 50 people standing outside of this viewing and only 4 people can get 4 of these rooms. Which means it's a time waste for everyone. I've travelled 1 hour. A lot of people have travelled from different places. And like I said, a lot of people are stressed. They're sending text messages out to our phone like to say we are being sold. You go to the viewing, you get the message, you go to the viewing, and there's over 30 people standing outside the property. Even the guy that comes to open the door, is even he knows that this is fucking bullshit. And then when I spoke to Wakas about it, and he said, the thing is, a lot of these properties are not really Smartlets, but Smartlets are the ones that are going through it. And so Smartlets are just finding people for the property, yeah? Finding people for the property, and literally they're charging people more than the original price that the property is going for, so they can make an extra £200 off each tenant. And it's so funny, people, because this is how a lot of landlords are making their money these days. You have a lot of private people now working for estate agencies, and I've seen it advertising. And my ex brother is in this industry, and he told me how much he makes. He's making money. They're investing money also. So he's told me they'll have property, 4 or 5 bedrooms. Is going for, the landlord wants £600 each room, but they're gonna add an extra £300 on top of that now. And guess what? If they add an extra £300 of that tenant, extra £300 of each tenant, yeah, that's over £1,000. Now, if they go and get another property and do the same thing again, that's another almost over £1,000. If they get another property, and a lot of people are making money this way, people. You get me? A lot of people are making money this way now. A lot of people are investing their money in this way. But at the end of the day, it affects people. Because somebody that's not in their right mind or state will kill themselves thinking about stuff like this. Not everyone can take this type of pressure on their head all the time. Smartlets need to be sorted out, people. They're being judged. They're being judged. God is judging them. God is judging them big time. Big time. Big time. And let me tell you something, I'm going to keep you lot posted, because let me tell you something, I'm comfortable in there, you know. Because I already know, I already spoke to the Wackass guy, Wackass, sorry, yeah? And I already let man know. Let me tell you something, I don't care if a new landlord bought the property, I'm not leaving until my tenancy agreement is up. I'm not leaving until these people tell me that, hello, Ryan, we have a property for you you are being transferred. They are meant to transfer people. We are meant to be transferred to a new property. We are meant to be transferred to another property. Yeah. You get what I'm trying to say? We're not meant to be, you lot have to look for somewhere to move out to. You have to start going online looking for properties again. They need to come to me and let me know, listen, we've got a property for you to move in. No one's living in there. I'm not on the long thing with these people. God's watching, he's not sleeping. Smartlets Estates Agency. People, be careful of them. Be careful of them. Because they think that I've got myself into a pickle, not knowing that I'm going to judge their clerk. Everything happened for a reason. They've been getting away with this for a long time. They've been doing this to a lot of tenants. A lot of tenants that I've seen that go through them is literally desperate. And where they know that Universal Credit is going to pay the money, they're going to bump the money up high. And then the money comes through the government. So they're frauding the government. They think they're frauding me, but they actually know they're not frauding me. They're frauding the government. So even the agencies out here are doing fraud, people. Not only the government are doing fraud. So we have to be careful. We have to understand. We have to observe. Since the day one I've got in that meeting with them, I already knew that these people are up to no good. But let me tell you something. In life, you have to learn to play along with people, you know. Sometimes to get what you want in life, you have to play along with people. This is the matrix system. These people are working with the matrix system. They're not working with the people because they love the people and they care for the people. It's all about money to them. Greed. The 7 deadly sins. It wasn't because I was homeless twice. They knew nobody wasn't taking that room. This guy's an idiot. He will take that room. He's desperate. Not knowing that I'm using my brain. You have to play games back with these people. And then when you get the time, you come and expose their bumper clot. Now, Smartlets estates are being judged. You get me? God's got something in store for each of them. And they're gonna be cursed. They're gonna be cursed. Because the Most High God is letting me know. This has been going on for a long period of time now. It's not only me, all the tenants that are living in the property right now, they've been doing this to. They've been doing this to a lot of tenants. And it's been going on for years. And he let me know that greed is their portion. Money is the root of all evil. And for the love of money comes with death. And this is a message to all agencies as well. All landlords, all housings. You lot are all being judged in these times. Because at the end of the day, God has given us free will. I'm a free sovereign. Which means I need a property to live in. I shouldn't be paying for nothing. I'm not under you guys' matrix laws and rules. Because the birth certificate that you guys have of me is a fraud. I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen the birth certificate that you lot claim I have. I've never seen it in my life. My mum's always held it. Because my mum don't like when things get lost. And when people ask me, do I have a birth certificate? I say, no. I'm a free vessel for the Most High God. I'm not even a free vessel. My vessel, I've given my life over to the Most High God. My vessel is used by God, which means I'm serving God. I'm here to serve. I'm not here to be treated like a muppet. I know my fucking rights, people. the council people need to give me a house, or they need to give me a land so I can start building a property. Simple as that. I'm a free sovereign. And all of these landlords, all of these estates agencies, all of the councils that are here treating the poor people wrong, treating all the homeless people wrong, you lot are all going to suffer. You lot are going to be all cut down to size. You lot are going to end up serving time, living on the street just like the rest of us did. You guys deserve it. You guys deserve your own taste of your own medicine. God is karma. And that's what you guys are fucking failing to understand. God is karma. God will make people enjoy the little situations they have, sell their soul, sell out their self, join the matrix system, do whatever they want to do. And guess what? God's going to spin that block. From a hero to zero. Now you go to the food bank. Now you get a tent. You get a tent and set up a tent under a railway bridge. This is how God's homeless people have been feeling. These people are one-sided. If you told them that you're gay, they'll give you somewhere to live. I even spoke to one. I spoke to one man. I spoke to one man that I know really well. He was a colleague of mine. Yeah, and he told me that he worked for the housing. He works for the housing, and he said, "Trust me, forget it. They take your paper, your form, and trust me, some of them throw it in the bin. It goes to the bottom of the list." He said the only way he's seen people get through, they come in there and tell them they're gay. You see, it goes back to the LGBTQ community again. But if you're righteous, and you're serving the true and living God, these people don't want to give you fuck all. This is why God's people suffer the most. And God says it. My people suffer for the lack of knowledge. This is why I keep telling people, you don't need to be on a journey with the Most High God. Why do you not think I'm a free sovereign without paperwork? I'm a free sovereign without paperwork. And soon I'm going to get my paperwork and documents them lined up. Everything is time. You get me? But I'm going to leave this video here, people, man. You get me? I just hope everyone understands what's going on here. You get me? God bless the homeless people. Many of the homeless people are righteous. Many of them are good people. Many of them are chosen to do great things in the world. But a lot of them, their destinies have been robbed. Their blessings have been robbed. Their energies have been robbed. And a lot of them have turned to crack cocaine, heroin. A lot of them have lost it all. A lot of them have been neglected by their own government and their own housing associations. If I wasn't strong, I would have been finished. I would have crumbled by now. If I didn't know God for myself, I would have been finished. But God is judging these people. They're not going to get away with anything scot-free. God is judging these people. You get me? We're living in the last and evil days here where God is in charge. God is restructuring this whole earth. Open your eyes and see for yourself. I don't need to come out here and speak about it. But anyways, people, I'm going to leave this video here, man. There's a boy, Proph Rye, man. You know how it goes again. A day in the life. Stay blessed.